Hello friends, as we are discussing about dental aerosol, there is another hot topic nowadays, that is fumigation. Fumigation of dental clinic or dental operatory. So now there are many concerns that whether we should fumigate clinic after every patient, as we are considering every patient as a asymptomatic carrier for coronavirus. Is it practical to use fumigation procedure in between two patients, or it is recommended to use fumigation in between two patients? So as per the guidelines, I have not found anywhere that you should do fumigation between the two patients. But as far as the structure of dental clinic is considered, the our clinics are not ventilated properly. This is again because we have a limitations, as our clinics mostly are inside a shop, so we cannot maintain a two-way ventilation system, as well as maintenance of air handling units or HEPA filters are going to be very costly, and that is the reason we have to disinfect or we have to control the air contamination through the use of fumigation procedures. So what is fumigation and which equipment you should use for fumigation, then which disinfectant we should use, then how much time we should keep particular equipment for fumigation, for how much time we should keep our clinic closed, and then after how much time we can operate again. The all questions are there, and there are many confusion between dentists about all these things, and that's why I am going to cover this topic here. So there are two things which is called as a fumigation and fogging. So basically fumigation was considered use of formaldehyde along with potassium nitrate in a predefined ratio. So the OT fumigator machine was used previously with this chemical, and after mixing this produces fumes, and the OT fumigator used to spread these fumes in operatory area. And as formaldehyde is an effective disinfectant, it used to kill all the bacteria and viruses in the air. So this is a gold standard, or this is a very effective method to kill viruses and bacteria. But then why fumigation with formaldehyde has been banned in many countries as well as in some industries in India? So the answer is formaldehyde is a carcinogenic chemical, as it can cause cancer to the operator who is going to use this chemical repeatedly. Again, after use of formaldehyde, it going to irritate your eyes and nose for more than 24 hours in your operatory. You need to close your operatory for 24 hours, which is not a practical solution. And after fumigation with formaldehyde, you need to defog your operatory. So for defumigation, you need air handling unit which should be run continuously for few hours to remove all the residues and fumes from the air, and even after that you need to do cleaning and mopping of the equipment and the environment. So this is not a practical solution for as far as the dental clinics are considered. So the new technology comes in action, that is a fogging. So in fogging we use a ultra low volume nano fogger, which is a unique machine which creates a nano particles of disinfectant which we use in this machine, and it spread it with particular velocity throughout the area of operatory, and it produces fog inside a room which going to disinfect all the air contaminants as well as your surfaces and walls. So friends, you have to remember one thing, that fumigation or fogging is just a supplementary procedure after a surface disinfection, as we cannot reach in all the areas of the operatory, as well as we cannot decontaminate air with our disinfection procedure. We need fogging or fumigation procedure for this purpose. So before going to do all this procedure in your clinic, make sure that you have disinfected all the surfaces, that means the clinical contact area or the environmental area. You have to disinfect with the use of proper chemical or the proper disinfectant, and after that you have to go for the fumigation or fogging procedures, so that it will be more effective. So there are some options which are available now for formaldehyde, which are very cost effective and environment friendly. The one option is hydrogen peroxide plus silver nitrate combination. This is a very safe chemical, as there is a no residue. Again, it decomposes in water and nascent oxygen. There is a no requirement of defogging and cleaning of the equipment, as well as it does not leave any residue or it does not stain your equipment. This chemical is compatible with most of the equipment or most of the surfaces that are present in the dental operatory. So this is the most suggested chemical which we should use in your ULB Nano Fogger machine. And even if you are going to use OT fumigator machine for a clinic, as it is a cost effective option for a clinician, as most of the clinician cannot afford a fogger machine for air disinfection. If you are using OT fumigator and if you are using hydrogen peroxide plus silver nitrate combination in that machine, I would like to suggest you one thing. Whether you are going to use any chemical or any machine, just after doing all this procedure in your dental clinic, go for the microbiological testing of air and surfaces, whether this chemical is effective, whether this disinfectant is effective to kill whatever microbial flora present in your dental clinic or not. I am going to share two videos of OT fumigator and ULB Nano Fogger, that how to use these machines properly. You can watch this video and you can implement this procedure in your dental clinic. Again, while selecting this equipment, now there is a confusion among dentists that which equipment we should buy, because on different website you can see that particular machine comes in particular price and particular specifications. So don't look for the price, look for the specifications or look for the quality of the machine. As these machines are mostly made up of stainless steel, you should check whether this machine is made up of stainless steel, which is a medical grade stainless steel. What machines these OT fumigators have, whether these are the China made, whether they are made in India, or whether they are imported, or whether these machines are imported from some European countries. So based on these machines, price can vary, and as well as life of these machines can vary. And one more thing that you have to look after while selecting these machines, whether these machines will get repair in future, whether the parts of these machines will be available for repair work or not. If these things are there, then you prefer a particular manufacturer or a particular machine or particular brand, so that you can save money in future.